Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of Enlightened Connections. I'm Lisa Astor-Michael, and I'm so grateful you're here. This podcast is all about healing, guidance, and the beautiful connections we share with both people and animals. Together, we're going to explore conversations with mediums, psychics, healers, animal communicators, astrologers, and many more, all with the aim of helping you find clarity, healing, and connection in your own life. I thought I'd begin this very first episode by sharing a little of my story with you. Who I am, why I felt called to create this podcast, and what I mean when I talk about enlightened connections. From as far back as I can remember, I've always been sensitive to people, to animals, and to something beyond which I now understand as the spirit world. I would sense things, feel emotions that weren't mine, or just know things without knowing how I knew them. I'd channeled this creativity into a career as a musician and songwriter for many years. Today, I work as a medium, healer, and animal communicator, and for the past 14 years, I've been blessed to sit with people as they receive messages from loved ones in spirit. I've been blessed to witness the wisdom of animals when they open up energetically, and to hold space for healing that goes far beyond words. Now, mediumship for me isn't about fortune-telling or predicting the future. It's about sacred connection. It's about building a bridge between this world and the spirit world, just as animal communication builds a bridge between humans and animals, and sometimes a bridge back to ourselves. Now that's what lights me up. This podcast was born out of a calling I felt deep inside. The sense that the conversations I've been having quietly with clients and students and colleagues should be shared more widely, because healing and connection is something that we're all looking for. And sometimes hearing another person's story or wisdom is exactly what we need to find our own way forward. So what do I mean by enlightened connections? To me, enlighten means two things. It's about shining a light, bringing awareness to things that are often unseen. And it's about feeling uplifted, hopeful, and inspired. Connections are at the heart of my work. Connections with spirit, with animals, with one another, and with our own intuition. Together, enlightened connections means shining a light on those unseen threads between us, the ones that remind us that we're never truly separate. I just want to share a brief story with you that really captures this. Back in 2011, I was driving my car and I witnessed the fatal hit and run of a rainbow lorikeet. And for those of you who may not be familiar with rainbow lorikeets, they're a species of colourful parrot that are native to Australia. So as this one bird was hit by the car in front of me, I focused on the remaining bird flying around in an absolute panic, and I immediately felt its pain and anxiety as if it was my own. What was occurring was that the shock of seeing this incident had opened a spiritual portal. I knew my life had changed in that moment, and I was later to learn this as a spontaneous awakening. It wasn't something I tried to make happen. It was spontaneous. But in that moment, I understood something very deeply. Animals are not just companions in our lives. They're energetic, sentient, expressive beings who can share their inner world with us when and if we are open to them. That empathetic connection with the lorikeets changed me forever, and it showed me what this podcast is all about. Because this just isn't about communication. It's about communion, about listening deeply, not just with our ears, but with our hearts, about remembering that healing doesn't happen in isolation. It happens in connection. So what can you expect from this podcast? Well, Each week, I'll be bringing you a new episode, usually around 35 to 40 minutes. Sometimes it'll just be me sharing insights, tools, or stories. Other times, I'll be joined by incredible guests, mediums, psychics, healers, animal communicators, spirit artists, astrologers, trance mediums, each with their own wisdom to share. But what I want to emphasize, something really important, is that this podcast isn't just talk. Every episode will offer you something practical. A tool, a reflection, a little exercise that you can take away and try in your own life. Because connection and healing aren't just ideas, they're lived experiences. And I want this space to be one where you can feel inspired to try things for yourself, to open your own pathways to spirit, to your animals, and to your own inner wisdom. So thank you for joining me at the very beginning of Enlightened Connections. I can't wait to walk alongside you, to shine a light on these beautiful threads of connection and to discover together just how much healing and inspiration they can bring. But before we finish today, I would love to leave you with a little grounding and intuition exercise, something you can do anytime you feel the need to be present and connected. A disclaimer for the following meditation. Please do not listen to this if you are driving your car. For obvious reasons, wait until you are in a safe place. Thank you. So if it's safe to do so, gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in and a long, gentle breath out. Notice your body sitting or lying where you are. Feel the weight of your body supported by the chair, the floor, or the earth beneath you. Let yourself soften into that support. Now imagine roots gently growing down from the soles of your feet, reaching deep into the earth. These roots anchor you, steady you, and connect you to the calm, nurturing energy of the earth itself. Breathe that steadiness up through your body, filling you with a quiet sense of peace. Now bring your awareness to the space around your heart. Imagine a soft light glowing there, gentle, warm, and inviting. This is your intuitive center, the place where you can receive insights, feelings, and guidance. Just notice it, breathe into it, and if a word, a feeling, or an image arises, simply allow it. Trust that whatever comes is perfect for you in this moment. Take one more deep breath and release. Take your time coming back, and as you open your eyes, notice how you feel compared to when we began. Even the smallest shift is worth honoring. This kind of a gentle practice I hope to weave into many of our episodes together, not just talk, but experiences you can take with you and try in your own life. And that's where we'll leave today's episode. So thank you so much for spending this time with me on Enlightened Connections. If you'd like to stay connected, you'll find me at lisaastonmichael.com and on YouTube at Lisa Aston Michael, Instagram and Facebook and all the usuals. And all the links are in the show notes for you as well. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd be so grateful if you followed or subscribed to the podcast and perhaps shared it with a friend who might also find inspiration here. It really helps this community grow. So until next time, remember, every connection, whether people or animals, brings us closer to healing and understanding. And if you'd like to support this show, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/enlightened with Lisa. And there's a couple of freebies there for you as my way of saying thank you so much for your time and for listening. And stay safe until next week.